Let's create a function and call it square. It will take a parameter we'll call x, and it is going to multiply x by itself. So let's assign this to a variable, which will be the result, and return this result. If we now call this function and pass an argument, for example 5, and log the result of the call, we get the number which we have passed as an argument squared, multiplied by itself. We can simplify this function by returning directly x multiplied by x. So this is a simplified version. Works the same. Now let's create another function which we will call calculate, and it will take a function as a parameter. We said that the parameters in a function can be of any type, so they can be objects, so they can be also functions. It will take a parameter which we will call operation, and it will be a function, and it will also take a parameter of a number, and all it is going to do is going to call the operation function, passing the number as an argument. Now let's assign this to a result as well, and return the result. And let's log the call of the calculate function, where we pass as arguments now the square function and say the number 5 again. Let's save this. Let's remove this log now. Clear and call it. And we can see that when we call calculate, it takes the operation, which is the square operation now, and calls it with argument the number that we have passed as a second argument to the calculate call. This is an example of a function taking a function as a parameter and returning a result after using this function inside the contained code. We can of course simplify this as well and return the call to the operation with a number as argument, and it still works the same. If we call it with a different number, now we expect to get a 9 as a result, so it is 9. And we can also add another function which will be the cube function, multiplying x by itself 3 times. So let's call this cube, and now we can use calculate, and instead of the square function pass the cube function. Now we expect to get 9 and 3 cubed, which will be 27. This is about functions that take other functions as parameters.